Rivalry 13 of the Rivalry Review series. Here we come. A lot of things could be said about this feud at the time in 2007 to 2008. I think it was 2007. There might have found 2008. It kind of went back and forth. This was actually kind of a long feud in a way. And during the time it actually took place, I was kind of like... But looking back, this was actually a pretty good feud with a lot of good matches. And I'm actually glad this was a rivalry requested by Lundrick. Go subscribe to Lundrick. I'm not putting his link in the description box this time around, but go check him out. You know, just search it up and hit him. Give him a subscribe. Good guy. Well, I don't know, but you know what I mean. Good YouTube channel. So yeah, Undertaker versus Edge. Before I go ahead and dive right in, I'm just going to give a quick general opinion. I did not like the constant involvement of Vicky Guerrero. I think she could have still been there, but at times, it felt like the feud itself revolved around Vicky Guerrero. A good example would be Edge and Dolph Ziggler at the beginning of 2011. In ways, it felt like Vicky was just constantly playing the big role, and I don't like that. But it's one of those things I have to accept. The first time these two really touched was after 2007. You had Mr. Kennedy at the time, also known as Mr. Anderson in TNA. He won the Money in the Bank, but it was like he got injured or something, so Edge beat him for the Money in the Bank. Edge cashed out on SmackDown, pinned the Undertaker. There you go. To continue that, they really continued the Undertaker-Batista feud. Okay, now I remember what happened. If you remember the Royal Rumble of... No, it was Royal Rumble of 2008. That's where Shawn Michaels eliminated Undertaker. Then Shawn Michaels got eliminated, so he didn't win that Royal Rumble. But then he would go into the Elimination Chamber, and he would actually... That's the one where it was so fucking lopsided. It was Undertaker, Batista, and everyone else. Is really how it felt to me. But you would really get Undertaker win the Chamber, goes on to WrestleMania 28. I did it again. My WrestleMania numbers, if I try to talk too fast, go fucking bonkers. WrestleMania 24. Thank you, Shane. WrestleMania 24. That's where Undertaker would win, obviously, since it was WrestleMania. Let's see where they would go on next. They had a lot of matches throughout 2008, so... Undertaker defeated Edge at Backlash. I don't remember that one. Okay, Undertaker started using the Hell's Gate before, pretty much the beginning of the year. So Vicky announced that I actually remember this, but Vicky announced that Undertaker's Hell Gate was an illegal hold and stripped him of the title. The Undertaker battled Edge for the vacant title at Judgment Day, which he won by countout. And to be honest with you, Judgment Day match, I don't remember the Backlash match, but the Judgment Day match was one of Undertaker's worst match, and Undertaker usually doesn't have bad match. You can also say Edge is to blame, but if one guy sucks, the other one does too in the match. Not saying Undertaker sucks, not saying Edge sucks, but kind of how it was. And then you would, of course, get the one-night stand ladder match. If Undertaker lost, he'd be forced to leave WWE for a month. I'm joking. Forced to leave WWE. Good Extreme Rules, one-night stand, whatever you call it, match. Tables, ladders, and chairs. The involvement of La Familia made sense. The fact that it was a TLC match made sense. I don't really have anything to complain about this. I just thought, really good match. Almost underrated compared to their SummerSlam match, even though I understand why the SummerSlam match gets more, recognition. Yep, Hell in a Cell match at SummerSlam. I think it was something like Undertaker was threatening Vicky, so Vicky reinstated. It was a stupid storyline that why he got reinstated, but he got reinstated. And they had fight SummerSlam in the Hell in a Cell. Of course, Undertaker would win. That was really the end of the feuds. Went from WrestleMania to SummerSlam. Yeah. Let's see. The matches that are remembered are the ones that mattered to me in my mind, and there's a reason they were remembered because they were good. I'm going to try not to let the Backlash and Judgment Day take a huge toll on my rating. But once again, I'll kind of start. I'm also not going to involve the Money in the Bank incident, as really from there, there would be no feud. It was just, SmackDown was, in a way, an entertaining mess for me in 2007 to 2008. Like, everybody was a big star. You had Ray, Undertaker, Batista, Edge, you know, 4 guys' name right there. Big Show was kind of doing stuff every now and then. I think Kane was on SmackDown for a while. You know, you had a bunch of stars, and Edge, even. I think I already said Edge, but I don't know. A lot of stars, though. Okay. The WrestleMania match was very good. The Backlash, I won't try the count, but if I remember right, I really don't even remember it. The Judgment Day match sucked, and I think it was stupid to ban the Hell's Gate. I thought it was something that never needed to happen. And once again, with Vicky being the GM, just too freaking much involvement. The La Familia involvement was good, but Vicky, just to me, I don't know why. I think Vicky worked better with Dolph than she did with Edge and La Familia. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just me. I don't know why. I think she's less involved when she was Dolph. You could say it's because the general manager role she doesn't have anymore, but that's how I feel about it. The SummerSlam match was a really good match as well. But it didn't do anything to exceed my expectations. It didn't do anything to amaze me. It was just a feud that happened on SmackDown. To put it quite simple. I'll give it a B. Solid B. It didn't suck. It wasn't a waste of time. Go check out the SummerSlam Hell in a Cell match, and even the WrestleMania 24 matches were checking out. But that's about it. Short Rivalry series review, but that's how it is. Short, simple, to the point. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not, subscribe up above. Like this. Comment below. You can inbox me a rivalry request below, even if you've done one before. And if you have not, go check out some of the other rivalries before. They've been longer. They're probably more entertaining, to be quite honest with you. Because this one, I didn't have a whole lot to say about this feud. I remember it since it was recent in a way. But just overall, it's just a feud. Sorry, Lundrick. Good feud, but just a feud. That's about it. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.